Well, this is my all my complaints about X and Y. Okay, naturally, let's start with the newly required Pokemon Bank. 2 months later than expected, ladies and gentlemen. Number two, everybody wants a legendary from Global Trading for a shiny. Hello, you're not gonna get a shiny unless you do what they tell you to do. The only way I've seen it's not done by breeding, clearly. It's only done by chaining the grass to a certain Pokemon. From what I've seen, I've never actually caught a shiny, or you have to actually find a way from your older games to get those shinies over there. Or did you hack them, ladies and gentlemen? And number two, and here's another one. Why was it for the Pokemon Bank only to have one Celebi? You know what normal people do? Normally, for me, because I like trading with my own games, so I don't have any trading conflicts with people, I buy both of them. But I've heard from my source that you can only have one Celebi per system. So that's another negative. It's not through the game, it's through the system. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have to buy two 3DSs just to get two Celebis if you messed up on one of them. And why was it only one Pokemon done for mystery gifting? And everybody says to me, well, at least one guy says to me, who works in GameStop, he loves X and Y. I actually don't care if I like X and Y, because you can't even catch Mew. You have to find a way to, like from my previous video, you have to find a way to hack it or find a Nintendo event to get it that way. But there are no Nintendo events to actually do so. And when the Nintendo rep came in today, he said, we're not sure, that it's all up to those people that decide for Nintendo to actually do an event. Well, I'm waiting. Ultimately, this is the worst display of Pokemon that I've ever seen in my whole 15 years of playing. And another thing, why did you give a set of keys a gender? And the fire type Pokemon Fennekin that turns into a magician on its third stage, that looks like a character that looks like Hermione Granger, but it doesn't even deserve that praise because I like Harry Potter. I watched all the movies, and it has a girl format on the wizard part, even if it's male or female. And it's a shiny. When it's a shiny, it's purple. It's purple. Purple. That's terrible. You might as well give him or her a second form for a distinction whether it's female or male. You did that for bird Pokemon. Why not for the other Pokemon, whether it's female or male? That's insulting to genderdize male or female Pokemon. You can't even tell. I don't even like Fennekin. I only evolved it because it's part of my Pokedex. And why did you give legendaries like Mew evolutionary form, Mewtwo a legendary form? I mean, he's already strong to begin with. You might as well have him breed with a Ditto to make more Mewtwo's, because you gave him an evolutionary scale. Nintendo and Game Freak. And what about giving like Jinx or somebody else an evolution, because you open-endedly didn't give them an evolutionary scale? And why is it that you didn't finish those off? What's next? A Slinky as a Pokemon? Because you gave a set of keys a Pokemon. You made a set of keys a Pokemon. So, naturally, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would think your best game was, your holy grail of games were your first gen, your second gen, and your third gen. And even I would give credibility to your fourth gen, which was the Sinnoh region. And this one, after number 5, which you made Tempig, and another set of legendary dragons, which I don't understand. You could have did wolves, you could have did something else besides dragon Pokemon. It was so oversaturated with dragon Pokemon in the previous one before this one, before that one, that it made my head spin. Ice Dragon, which was Kyurem, Reshiram, which was a fire dragon, which I don't mind that. But there was another electric dragon. There was another dragon. That's 3 more dragons than that game actually needs. Do something else, Game Freak. Do it. What's next? A Slinky as a Pokemon? What about, you could have finished off, you need to finish off evolution skills before you go on to something new. You know, because I'm waiting for another evolutionary skill for the old school Pokemon. Before you came up with a possible Mega Evolution, you needed to finish off everybody's evolutionary scales first. I could understand why you went with Mega Forms for certain Pokemon, like the ancient Pokemon, but why Charizard? Why Blaziken? Why? Could you tell me that? Why Nintendo and Game Freak? You made it too quickly because you needed something for the 3DS. You need to take a break and look at yourselves and go back to the drawing board. And I will say this with the utmost respect. I think you need fresh faces for the new Pokemon that you're going to make. Not the Z one. When you ever make another different generation of Pokemon, because you made a set of keys of Pokemon. Clink Clank or whatever it was. I'm like, what the heck is this? And I'll just leave it at that. Well, this is Mr. Wheels signing off.